Yo, YouTube, it's your boy Nico, and I'm back with another video. Bro, I apologize. Like, this video is still gonna get out, but I apologize because, bro, when it comes to just like recording, I've been inefficient. And this is just me being transparent because my whole thing is being authentic and transparent. This whole video is gonna be filmed. Like, I usually filmed in the car, but it's gonna be filmed in this area, in this car right now, because and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry. But it's gonna be filmed here because this video is supposed to be out, and I'm trying to get videos out in a week and a half, and it's my bad for being irresponsible and not filming when I'm supposed to be filming. We're gonna do better on that because we got places to be. But I worked out. I hit 3 PRs today, which was amazing. It was very fun. For hammer curls, a PR for what was it? Lat pull down, high roll, hammer curls, stuff like that. Back extension, so it was like beautiful. Sorry y'all, I'm congested, but it was beautiful. One of the things that I do want to talk about, expectation. And when it comes to expectation, setting your expectations onto people that you know cannot deliver. When you know that they cannot deliver, you are wasting your time and your energy and your effort trying to get them to do something that you know that they cannot do. Why? Like, do you understand what that does? I don't think you understand what that does. Like, not only is it self-sabotage because you're allowing this thing to keep happening and keep happening and keep happening and keep happening, but it's also creating / developing a pattern of disappointment. It's almost like you like being disappointed. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, I don't like being disappointed. I don't like when somebody says they're gonna do this, and this, and it doesn't fall through. That's why I don't really have my expectations up high. I used to when I was younger, but over the years, when people tell you things and they don't follow through, it's like, oh, okay. Like, I'm not expecting you to do a lot because I know your character. And that pattern, bro, that pattern will have you stuck in a cycle. And I've seen people like that. It's like you're going back to this man or this woman that's doing you bad. You're going back to this woman that has cheated on you and has had sex with multiple different men, yet you still want to go back to her. You're going back to this dude that had sex with multiple different women and was talking to you bad, it was abusing you verbally, and you still want to go back to him. Everything's going wrong. Everything that you want him to do, he's doing it before another girl. And somewhere in your brain, you thought, I still want to give him another chance. I still want to give him another try. And then you wonder why you feel the way that you feel. And then you wonder, why are you staying up late at night crying? And then you wonder why, like, this is so hard to deal with. Why is it so hard for me to step away from this? Because you've built a pattern. You've built a pattern of allowing somebody to talk to you any type of way and then still get what they want. That's another thing. Stop enabling bad behavior. Stop doing that. And one of the ways you do that is by playing devil's advocate. Well, he was just maybe it's just No. He or she don't care about you the way that you think that they care about you. Because if they did, they would act different, they would talk different, they would do different. You gotta stop enabling bad behavior and stop allowing people to come around when you know what they done and their actions have not changed. You giving a reward to somebody that don't even deserve it. You giving whether that's access to your money, your resources, your connections, your time, your energy. You're giving that to somebody that doesn't deserve it. And that's not doing right by you. And that logically doesn't make sense. I'm a person that a lot of what I do is rooted in logic. A lot of my thoughts are rooted in logic. So when I hear somebody and they say something, it's like, are you sure about that? That logically doesn't make sense. So when your boyfriend beats you and you go back to him, I don't have nothing to say. If you sitting here crying all the time over him, I don't have nothing to say. But that's besides the point. Another thing I want to talk about, bro, being repetitive and how it could be a good thing. We see content creators and they get to blow up and they get the fame and they get the status really, really quickly. And then they post content after content after content after content after content. And they were like, okay, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. But after so long, it's like, okay, now it's starting to get dry. Now it's starting to burn out. And people are noticing that. Then, once they notice it, it's like, wow, he really doesn't do anything else. Like, he doesn't do anything else. He doesn't reach out the box. He don't get out of his comfort zone. And your audience is seeing that. It gets to a point where you're not even being yourself. And I think that's probably one of, if not the biggest mistake that you can make with content creation. Because the reason they are watching you is for you. They want to see you. They want to see what you bring to the table. And it get to a certain point to where they know what you bring to the table, to the point where they want to keep coming back to watch you. That's why they're watching you and not somebody else. I think that is where being repetitive can be a positive. When you're repetitive to a certain extent, they know that when they watch you, they're gonna get this. They're going to get a certain result, or they're gonna be entertained, or this, that, and the third. Like, if somebody watches me, they know I'm gonna give good advice. They know I'm gonna talk. They know I'm gonna add my personality into it. They know I'm gonna talk the way that I want to. They know that they know my morals and my morality, and I'm not finna sell out for no money, and I'm not finna go against my people. They know that. They know I'm not no sellout, not no coon. Let me say it again, not no coon. Not no coon. And they know I'm gonna add a little bit of fashion in there. I'm gonna add some gym stuff, and I'm gonna keep adding more elements and aspects into my content. They know that. They see the progress. They know that, oh, he's not gonna fake it, and he gonna show us the ups and downs. Like, if you go look at my last videos, bro, you know I've been dealing with the exposure. And I'm still dealing with the exposure because I want to give y'all the best quality content possible. And for me, if it's not properly exposed, it's not going to look right. And y'all already know how that go if y'all into like photography and cinematography and videography and content and all that stuff, right? Y'all know how that go. If you don't properly expose it right, it's not going to look good. So with me learning all of these things, it's like, not only do I have to bring value with my words, this has to be visually appealing to the audience. Like, the ball has to get rolling. And not in a way where I need to rush the journey, but in a way where, okay, this is something that we can improve, and it shouldn't take super duper 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 long to improve. I do take the time to look at my accomplishments and look at how far I've come. Even when it comes to my speech, my articulation, my thought process behind things, the knowledge that I have gained over, in a short period of time. The progress is there, and I see it. Y'all see it. I got a cam. Y'all remember when I didn't have a cam and I was filming, like the cam I'm filming, me, it's me. But this is my cam. So I got a cam. I'm filming on this mount right now. Where the tripod at? I wish it was in the car. Oh, it's in the car. Got a new tripod. This is specifically for the camera, but it can fit my phone, but it's specifically for the camera. What else? I got an ND filter. I got a mic coming on the way, and I got some more stuff planned. Like, I'm making it happen, y'all. I'm making it happen. I want y'all to be around. Like, I'm trying to build a real community, and I want y'all to be entertained and educated. One thing about me, bro, I didn't go to college, right? And I'm not, like, we already had this conversation with y'all. Like, I'm not finna talk down on anybody that went to college or that is going to college. But this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. This is just the start. Like, I'm gonna branch off into other things as I have told y'all. But this is the start. Like, I plan to do so much with content. I plan to change content forever. And that's not easy. That requires a new me that I've never seen before. That requires a whole new set of skills. That requires a big community. That requires people within the community. Like, the people. It requires the people. And me caring about the people, and me taking care of the people, and me focusing on the people. And building something that's bigger than me even when I'm gone. Like, that's what I want. That's what I strive for. That's what I want to do. And I know I have the power to do it because God has given me the ability not to only create my own reality, but He has given me the gift to speak. And I'm so grateful because I've helped so many people. And y'all might not even see it, but sometimes I get comments on the videos. Sometimes I get comments on the TikToks. Sometimes people take my advice in person. And I'm just talking to people, and it's like, bro, if I can have this effect on my friends and my family with just my words that I'm using and my personality and me being me, I can do the same thing but through a screen. It's no difference. The only difference is my folks is here, like in real life, in real time, versus y'all on a screen. That's the only difference. And once I get traction, bro, all of that is going to change, bro. All of that is going to change. Like, bro, I'm always going to keep saying this because it has to happen. I want it to happen. If it's in God's will, like, I want it to happen. I want to have, like, community meetups, like, where we talk about real life stuff, like mental health and therapy and, like, self-love, self-esteem and confidence and things of that nature. And my community is so strong to where you could come in my community and they show you love and you can make friends within the community. But I also understand with being a content creator, it's a cost that come to that. Sometimes you might get a parasocial relationship, or people be parasocial and want to know all your business, and then they start following you. Also, just to let y'all know, when y'all see this, because y'all gonna see this once I start popping, if you try, I'm telling you, when I get up, if you try to follow me, if you try to harm me in any way, shape, or form to the point where you start thinking, oh, the only person that deserves him is me. They start, because parasocial people, they start thinking crazy stuff like that. You're going to die. You're going to die. I'm just letting you know. You're going to, like, in GTA. Allegedly. In GTA. But it's going to. You know what I'm saying? I don't play like that. I don't play like that. Like, I love my community and the community that I'm trying to build. But nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't get down like that. Like, I let y'all in on 80%. I deserve to have the 20% to myself, and I don't have to give you all of me. But like I was saying, bro, it's a cost that come to the content. It's a cost. Whether it's parasocial relationships or the dynamic between your family change, or you might not be able to see your family as much, or you gotta, like, sacrifice a job. Like, something has to give, and people gonna notice that, and people are going to fill your mind with doubt. It's inevitable. It's inevitable, especially older people, because they don't fully understand the era that we are in. People are being laid off in large groups. Microsoft is laying off mad people. UPS is laying off mad people. What else? Who else? Amazon is laying off mad people. I'm seeing, like, at least 600,000 people are being laid off. And that, you know what that showed me, bro? It's like, we are at a point to where you can't necessarily depend on a job anymore. Because as soon as your job don't need you no more, it's bye-bye. Bye-bye. We got AI now. Bye-bye. Then what are you gonna do? Imagine that just happens out of the blue. And that's where my content comes in, bro. And people might say, well, this. Bro, no, I'm gonna make it work. God, again, God has given me the ability to create my own reality. So if he has given me the ability to create my own reality, this is what I choose to do, and I pray that God breathes on it. A lot of what I do involves God, and a lot of people might not like that, but who cares? Part of the reason why I'm gonna make it is because of God. And the reason I say part is because he's gonna help us, but we also have a part to play. We also have to do our part. He's not gonna do everything for you. Like, if you want to get fit, he gonna give you the opportunity to go to a gym and get a gym membership. And you have the opportunity to eat healthy, eat right, lift heavy in the gym, do your cardio, do everything that you need to do to get fit. But he's not gonna do it for you. He gonna give you an opportunity. He gonna give you a chance. He gonna send stuff your way that's gonna prepare you. I'm a big believer. I know it can happen for me, bro. That's why, and I always have to reinforce that every single time, because when you see stuff in reality that lets you know that you can do it, you're not gonna stop saying that you can't. I mean, you're not gonna say that you can't. You're gonna constantly reinforce, I can do it. I can do it. I will do it. That God has given me the ability. Hold on. God has given me the ability to do what I want. Man, he has given me how dare I waste it? And that's another thing. A lot of people are sitting on the gifts that God gave them. And because of that, you haven't attained the blessings that you are supposed to get. And imagine, right? You praying to God for all these different type of things and you're talking to him and he says, if you would have just worked on that gift, you would already have what you're asking for. You would already have what you're praying for. You would already have it, but you didn't do anything with the gifts that I gave you. And the next person that has the same gift as you acted on that gift, and look at where they're at. All you have to do is refine it. All you have to do is make it a skill. That's all you have to do. And that takes time. That's why I can acknowledge where I am right now, but I recognize where I have to go. And I say, Brandon, we making progress, but we got to push. And I'm blessed to still have my job. I think about that. My TT, she just told me 9 people got laid off at her job because of AI. This stuff is real. It's happening in real time. I don't know if people think this is a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. I don't expect to be at Cane's forever. I don't expect to be at a 9-to-5 forever. That's why I'm having this in my mind. We got to work. And not just work hard, but work smart. Because it's going to get to a point where what's in here is going to matter more than these. Because almost virtually anybody can work with their hands if you teach them long enough. But not a lot of people use their brain. Because you also have to remember, most people don't read. Most people can't read at an 8th grade level, and that is bad. That is very bad. If y'all don't read, if you watching this video and you haven't read a book in the last month, you need to click off this video and go read. I'm not playing. I'm not one of them people that's like, oh, you should watch my video first and no. Watch the video while you on your break. Watch the video while you got some free time. Because I know y'all got lives just like me. I'm trying to make it just like you. I'm trying to get that moolah. I'm trying to be in Morocco. What Yayo say? I'm trying to be in Morocco eating smoked duck. I'm trying to be in Switzerland camping, looking out the mountains and the water and the trees and the grass and the cows. I'm trying to be in Iceland with the mountains. I'm trying to be in Egypt with the sand dunes. I'm trying to go to I want to go to Croatia. I want to go to Brazil. I want to go to China. I want to go to all these places. And none of that is going to happen with the job that I have currently. That's why I speak with so much passion. Remember what I told y'all. People are not used to this passion because they don't have it themselves. And it's intimidating to them. It scares them. They're not used to seeing it. So it's easy for them to critique you and say things to you and be negative towards you. But you know what? You're doing something. You're not out smoking. You're not out drinking. You're not out clubbing. You're not out doing stuff that's not going to get you closer to your goals. You're not doing that. You putting in the work. Don't even, like I said in the beginning of this video, I didn't film, and that's on me. But now, and I'm past my bedtime. Yes, I have a bedtime because I have a schedule for myself. Or schedule, routine, system, whatever you want to call it. It is 11:46 right now. I am supposed to be in the bed, sleep. But I said, you know what? I didn't film. So you know what I have to do? I have to sit in the car and film for 30 minutes. Usually it's like extended over a day's period of time. But no, I have to put in the work. I have to inconvenience myself. I have to push myself. And because of stuff like this, I'm going to get to where I am. Sooner or later, I'm going to get there. If I can do the fundamentals and the basics at a high level, I'm already beating 90% of the competition. It's only, honestly, 95. It's only 5 to 10% of people that are really like up there. I can beat 90% of the people in almost anything with doing the fundamentals at a high level. And what that looks like is I'm gonna put it in like a gym bro perspective. I don't miss a meal. I'm constantly working on execution on my reps and my sets. Meal timing is important. I'm not lacking on protein. I'm not lacking on carbs. I'm not constantly missing workouts. I'm not constantly missing cardio. Everything is put into place. And I have habits to where I know I'm going to eat this at this time, or I'm going to eat this at this time. And I know how I get when I eat this, so I'm not going. Everything has to be put in place. There is no room for error. That's what's in my mind. That's what I've been thinking about over the past, not even over the past 3 weeks. Like since the year has started. Since January 1st hit, I said, you know what? There's no room for errors. I need to be able to do the basics at a high level. And I can admit, I'm not there yet. Once I'm there, it's like, okay, we really, really getting somewhere. I've made progress, don't get me wrong. But I'm not to the point where I've done the basics at a high level. Once I can do that, that puts me ahead already. And I know I can do it. I know I can. You can do it too. Lastly, man, I just want to say, put in that work. Do something that you have never done before. Get out of that comfort zone. Push yourself. Go to new heights. And go live.